This faith walk ain't no cakewalk. This the hardest thing you gonna do in your life. Anybody can act a fool.
There we
Can
go.
you be a real man?
Put her, look at the feed.
To be 100% transparent, it's more like a stage fright type of deal because I used to deal with a lot of like image, like, oh damn, are people gonna say this, people gonna say that, you know, coming up into the YouTube world, I thought I had to portray a type of whatever, but then, you know, after seeing everything that I've seen within it, it's like, well damn, like people are gonna like me for me regardless, so I might as well just be myself, and I really had to hammer that.
Welcome to the COD show. COD show, COD show, yeah. Welcome to the COD show, player.
Yes. Hey, welcome back to the COD show, the Card Show podcast. It's your guy, Thee Onasis, aka Onasis. Kill him. Hey, man. Back at it again. One of the first shows of 2022. Happy to be back. Man, we're here with a special guest, a real humanitarian of the card community, of the gaming community. One of the individuals that I inspire my heart to be like, and my my bandwidth to be like.
Sir.
One of the individuals that have rolled with me and have stood by me from reschedule to reschedule and schedule to schedule. You know what I'm saying? We are here, man. We are back. We had technical difficulties a couple of weeks ago, but we are back here. And man, we about to give you a fresh interview. But
Sir.
Man, real talk, man. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, man, you are one of the people in the game that I aspire for you to like my content. You know what I'm saying? If you like me, the game likes me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate your grind. I appreciate your aptitude. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see you projecting and going places, man. That's why I really rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you rock with me. I hope you take me with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. We on this boat together, man.
Man, Card Show podcast, man. You probably seen him in the comments. You've seen him around the show. You've seen him around some of the show's alumni, some of the baddest names in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? He rocks with the best rock with him. Man, Card Show podcast, welcome to the show. Thee Advocate, man. What's happening, man? What's going down, man?
Appreciate you, Diddy, man. It's been a long time coming.
Man.
Time coming, man. I've been watching since the start. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody really ever had a show where it was like the gamer behind the game type of feel, and I've always vibed with it. So I just greatly appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you bringing me on for the ride.
Man, I appreciate you rocking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I am now rocking with the best. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's how I feel, man. Especially if I bring somebody on the show and they take the time out to just give me the game and give us the game. And you know what I'm saying? Like, my audience is really your audience and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but let's break it down. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk about, just get into it, like some slight current events, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you keep your ear to the streets. I know you see what's going on in the news. I know.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I know you see what's going on in the world and how some things get spotlight, but others get faded to the black or get faded to the back. How you feel? How have you been in the pandemic, man?
Pandemic wise, honestly, not a lot has changed with me. I know with, you know, of course, I'm the one that stays at home, so I don't really like to go out a whole lot unless I absolutely have to go out somewhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is just the family dynamic has changed with me. Bringing my kids home from being in public school to homeschooling them now, just because of all the masks and you know, the fear of COVID-19 and whatnot. So I
Mhm.
brought one of my kids back home, and then my oldest is still going to school. And then really the struggle has really been for my wife because she's out there in the world working and doing her thing. So really I've just been home, you know what I'm saying, just trying to stay out of the way as
Gotcha.
much as possible. But I know the dynamic as far as the gaming community,
Yeah.
you know, it
How's
seems
it?
like there's a lot more gamers now than there was before,
What?
man.
I was about.
Everybody's at home now, bro, and it's like y'all need to get back to work, y'all need to go back to school, do something, because you know a lot of
Yeah.
people have been
Yeah.
coming out of woodwork, streaming, creating content. You know, it's like that was the fallback option for a lot of people. So
I'm talking about from the rappers to the to
man.
actors, IG
Entertainment.
IG what do you call them? IG models, influencers. Everybody
Yeah.
and their mama has broke out a streaming a Warzone streaming
Type of platform.
Either they playing Apex or they playing Warzone. You know,
Yep.
they've came out of the woodworks, man, and it's been a big explosion. There's so many now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You remember? I remember back in the day when I used to count the number of good streamers on one hand, bro. Like there's one hand.
Yeah.
One hand. I'm talking about this is way back in the early like 2010 or something like that. Not even
2010s.
Yeah, you can like, all right, Marker J, boom. Before that you had around that time Chris Smooth, Sakin, you know what I'm saying? There's it's a few. And then even way back then you had the Swags and the Korean Savages way back then, man.
Yeah, those was like the go-tos. You needed to find out something, you would immediately Mark J,
K3,
Swag. You know, you would immediately go to their channels, their videos, and now it's like you go to look up a topic and you have like 1,000 people, you know, all within the same lane doing their own thing, putting their own little spin on it.
Yep.
But I want to say within the past almost 3 years, you know, gaming has went from, you know, mid to top tier as far as people finding that platform to try to utilize their skill sets and their assets to try to make something out of themselves. And that's good. You know, I'm all for that. But then at the same time, it's like now the game has gotten a little bit more competitive now compared to how it was, you know, back then when we had, you know, whoever you could count on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's healthy for gaming, you know, it's got the spotlight on it and whatnot, but that just makes those who've been in it for a while, who've been kind of under the radar, now we got to work extra harder in order to try to find our way in within the lane. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I go multi-content, because I can't just play Warzone for 8 hours. I can't just play, you know, Apex for 8 hours. Like, I had to find something to where I can still be in the game, but understand where my lane is at. You know what I'm saying? And I can't just be one directional or one dimensional. So, but I think it's healthy though. I think it's healthy that a lot of people have been able to find something else to do besides the daily 9 to 5 type of grind with a regular job, you know?
And I called it back in, I think 2017 when I started the podcast. I knew the commercialization that was about to happen to not just the huge big name streamers, but the commercialization of you know what I'm saying, they're giving ad space deals to individuals that are not so big. I could just say that, man. I can't bring myself to bring the words to mind, but bro, like I saw it. The brand deals, man. It's like huge brand deals. I saw it coming. But if you're lucky enough to get that shot, man, all of y'all, salute to y'all. But
oh yeah, for real. If they willing to throw a bag at you, you better catch it. Somebody else definitely gonna intercept that thing if you don't take the opportunity. So I would say take them opportunities as much as they can, as long as it's lucrative for you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to get used out there, but at the same time, if it's something that could advance your gaming career, then go and do it.
Cause I saw it coming, like, cause the way I see it, I know. Well, I think I know marketing and branding, and a lot of these guys have eyes on them. Like, I'm damn near 24/7. And if you have a stream, I think of it like you a pastor. Let's just say you have a community of individuals and they come out to see you, and you're in the thousands, tens of thousands every day. Most pastors don't have that type of community or
like
audience exposure or audience or reach every Sunday. But these guys are coming out and they're doing it every night, 600, 500. Even if you have 50 people viewing you, 10 every night. Man, that's huge, man. Like
that is huge.
That's huge, man. You spreading your gospel, man. And I mean, I saw it back then. I was like, look, man. And I just wanted to get in while I fit in. That's why I created the Card Show podcast, man. So I can like create my little audience, man, and preach my gospel and have healthy discussions about the game with individuals like you and other members of the community, man. And not just have a bitch fest like a lot of people have. I want to have like constructive conversations, man. And so that's what I try to have. And that's why I'm glad you're here, because so we can have constructive conversations, and then we can also get to know the gamer behind that conversation, man. And another question I got for you is like, when did you get into gaming, man? Like, what's up with you, man? What time? Not what time, but what age were you when you picked up your first digital game? When I say digital, I mean like something electronic that was powered by a device.
I mean, it goes back for as long as I remember, like Atari, the regular Nintendo where you got to blow in the cartridge. You know what I'm saying, like 4 years old.
Yeah.
Picking up my first controller and my brother teaching me how to jump and run fast with Mario, and my grandma having a little Game Boy, me playing a little Game Boy every now and again. When I wouldn't be quiet, she would just throw a Game Boy at me, like, here, just go on and just play this. And I'd be hooked on Tetris, Contra, Punch Out. I've been gaming for let me see, how old am I?
Don't tell on yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, bro, at least
like it's 20, a young man's game. 20, that's what they try to make it out
27, 28 years now I've been gaming. Like it's been a major role in my life, and it kept me out of trouble too, because whenever whenever the block was hot, or whenever one of the homies get in trouble, or mom's is like, nah, you're not going out there at this time or whatever, I would just go and play the game. So there could have been a lot of things that I got into that I didn't get into because I was in my room, lights off, grinding a game. And it didn't matter what game. I played from Madden to Star Fox to whatever you could think of. Like, I played it. And I basically owned every console growing up. And I didn't really make the switch to a main console until BO3. Other than that, I played everything, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, Halo. Like, I jumped into everything, Gears of War. So I've always been a gamer at heart, but I never really found a lane up until BO3 came out. And that's when I was like,
what was it about BO3?
Just a competitive aspect. Like, I've always been like in Black Ops, I played the campaign, but at the time I didn't have like no internet or nothing like that. So it was like I was mainly just story mode kind of dude. Like, I'll play the campaign, play some zombies or whatever, but I wasn't really in tune with like the bigger picture of what gaming is, the competitive aspect. And any competitive, it was always like the homies would come over and we'd play like NBA Street or GoldenEye or something like that, in close. But I mean, I was far removed from the game online just because of life. You know what I'm saying? I had my first kid I had my first daughter when I was 18, 19 years old. So it was all about the hustle and bustle of life. And I didn't really know there was a real gaming scene. Of course you go to the arcade back in the day, but not like at home online. Trash talking. Like, I missed all the MW2 trash talk, MW3. Like, I missed all that just from life and raising a family.
Yes, sir. Like, back in the day, it was like, I didn't know, like you, I didn't know it was a huge online community until one of the homies from work was like, hey man, you play Call of Duty? I was like, yeah man, I be killing the campaign, man. I beat every Call of Duty that come out. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? He looked at me like I was a lame dog. Like, And I was like, he was like, man, look, me and some of the partners from work, we play online, man. You should try. And back then, I was a person that bootlegged all the Call of Duties on Xbox, bro. I had I used to burn the games. You know what I'm saying? And so as soon as I would plug my game into the my console into the internet, it would break my console because it would detect that you got on fraudulent games. So that forced me to go legit. And when I jumped on MW3 online, like bruh, I'm talking about like competitive gameplay, not competitive, but online gameplay. Yeah, it changed everything. It cut a switch on. Fam, get your game right.
That's what it did for me, because when I played BO2 online at like one of my friends' house, and I was like, okay, this is kind of crazy. Like these are I'm thinking like, bro, these are actual people I'm fighting against. Like I'm not playing against computer. Yeah, people. So
and it's real when they call you a trash ass mother. You know what I'm saying? And it's real when you hear them.
Oh yeah, you could body computer people. You could body the computer all day, but when you actually going against people, that's when your skill set really comes out. And I was already in my 20s when it came out, so I was like, damn, like. Me too. I ain't even realized that this was a thing. So when I was playing at my cousin's house, BO2, I was like, well, damn, like I done beat the campaign of all these other Call of Duties. Let me go back. And this is back when the audiences was still fairly large, where you can go back to an older COD and it wasn't all hacked out or anything like that. So I went back to MW2, MW3, BO1, and just went strictly like multiplayer on like all of them. Right. And then BO3 dropped. And that was it. I was like, this is it. I could do this. Like I've been gaming for a long time. And even though I was getting handled back in the day, like I didn't know how to, boost jump and none of that. Like I even went back to Advanced Warfare to try to learn how to do the boost jumping and all that. Great just so I can hang out, with the big boys in BO3.
So. Which title did you feel like you was good at the game? Which one would you feel like you was just like beast mode advocate? You know what I'm saying? Like which
gotta
one?
Be Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
Gotta be Infinite Warfare, man.
Hashitashi.
IW will always be the COD where I actually, kind of made not necessarily like a huge breakout, but where I felt, okay, I can hang with these dudes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I can actually hold my own, because in BO3, I was still in a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Because you spend your whole life not playing online to just jumping into the deep end of the pool. You're gonna get handled. Like I was getting smashed like every single day, but it was just that competitive nature. You know what I'm saying? Going negative like 5 games in a row, then you finally go 20-8 or something. That's what got me going. And IW was really where I was like, okay, I could actually hang with these dudes. Like I didn't care what your prestige was or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And then the trash talk was cool too. Like
that was the good. That was
and staying in the lobby at the same time.
That was one of the best parts about Infinite Warfare, man. That was like, for me, it was like key or peak trash talk, because at that time I think I was like at a 1.72 or something like that, 1.8 KD. So I'm feeling myself. At the MW3 when I first started, I was a 0.69. You know what I'm saying? And rolling into BO2, I don't know, I was like 0.72. I didn't get much better. But going into just fast forward all the way through Ghost and Advanced Warfare, and
Ghost really did it for me too.
Ghost was the shit, dude.
Yeah, Ghost was dope. Like everything about it, from the guns to the perks to the, just the maps, everything was just, to me, it was a solid COD, but IW took the cake for me.
It really did.
That was it. And I met a lot of people in the community through IW.
I think that was, if we don't have a huge breakout game where, what I'm saying, like far as I'm concerned, a lot of these titles have been a step back. I think IW was peak Call of Duty. Like that's when it had reached its pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? As far as like galvanizing the community. A lot of people hated that game, but at least a lot of people hated that game together. But a whole lot of people loved that game together. And that's when you seen, man, like all the people that we love, that we talk about. That's when you seen like the motherfucker, like the people that got some people that today, like that. Yeah, these people that you know that and love today, they've been good at the game. A lot of them been good at the game. Now a lot of y'all just sprung up in the last few months. But it's some people out here like you know what I'm saying, like the people we mentioned earlier that have been great at the game. It's no secret, fam. And I think IW, and that's when they like burst on the scene. IW. And they continued on, man. And Infinite Warfare for me, that was like the most fun I say I've had in a card because it unlocked everything in your mind, bro. Like if you want to fly, you can fly. If you want to slide, you know what I'm saying? Anything you want to do to somebody.
Man, that slide jump, wall run, jump, kill, slide jump. Like, bro, that was, to me, that was pinnacle movement.
It was peak shit on time, shit on you time.
Hit Ridge, yep, it was. and that was honestly the card that I could still go back right now. Like I have it downloaded. I go back right now and still have that same vibe to where it's like, damn, even though I know I got to wake up in 4 hours, I'm still trying to grind this game. Yeah. Even though we 4 cards away from it, 5 cards away from it.
That was 2017, still, bro. Like,
2017.
Yeah, that was
like 5-6 cards.
So I would never ever not accept the IW invite, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. If you invite me and I see it, I'm joining you. You know. Yeah. But IW,
that was the one. That was the one card actually where I was worried about like my KD, because in BO3 I think I had barely got it over a 1. I was like a 1.01. You know what I'm saying? And then in IW, I got it all the way up to like a 1.3, 1.4. And like, I was like, I'm shitting on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it felt, you know, because I was playing with people who had 2.0s, 3.0s, 4.0s. And it got to the point to where if I'm at least keeping up with them, I'm not at the bottom of the leaderboard, but I'm keeping up with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going positive every single game, no matter who I'm going against. And then when I run into a 5-man, I'm able to hold my own. We might lose or whatever 100 to 60, but I got 40 kills out of that 60.
Yeah.
Like I could care less about the L. Like I proved to y'all that you're not gonna make me back out. And that's back in the day when backing out
was a no-no.
Bro, you couldn't back out.
You couldn't back out.
You backed out, you might as well just turn your game in.
You would get plaqued. It would be somebody that would be like, hey, I made such and such back out. Like
that was today, a no-no.
Today, man, I could care less about backing out of the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But back at IW, if you backed out, you was a loser. Even with BO4, you was a loser. What did you think that people hated? Why did that game get so much hate? IW, man. What do you think?
I think the skill gap. Number one, skill gap. Period. People didn't like the fact that they could get outgunned by anybody who knew how to do movement, basically. And I want to say Synaptic as well. Synaptic was probably the most broken, annoying person to go up against. If you went against a Synaptic player, you know that they was all about movement. You know what I'm saying? So because they could rewind on you and then wind up right back in the air. And if you ain't paying attention, you gun down. So and I don't think a lot of people like that aspect of it, because you got the people that like the specialist weapons or whatever, the specialist, and you got the people that like the boots on the ground, just gun skill. And it clashed because a lot of people went straight towards gun skill, where using the specialist abilities brought a different dynamic that they wasn't used to, and they refused to adapt to it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people who big up BO2 for so long, and they think that's how COD should be. And with IDs, it was a back-to-back jetpack type of system. You know what I'm saying? You went to BO3 and then IW. And I think people just got tired of it. They wanted to get back on the ground because
it was actually
real with you. They was just trash, to be honest with you.
Actually
they couldn't adapt.
It was actually a trilogy of jetpacks, right? It was
because
Advanced
Warfare, yep.
And BO3, then IW, man. And then we went to the ground with
was it World War II?
Black Ops 4. No, World War II was after IW.
Yeah, it was.
Then World Black Ops 4.
I skipped World War II. I couldn't deal with it.
I didn't like World War II until like deep into the cycle of the game, man. Gamer tags, man. Let's talk about gamer tags, man. The Advocate. How'd you come up? Why did you name yourself the Advocate, man?
I had a point in my life where it stopped being about me. And I figured if I'm gonna do anything with content creation, I gotta be myself, regardless. Like, forget the image, forget the YouTube personality, forget any of that stuff. And my main goal was to help other people with gaming, because I've come from obscurity, basically, like from being a low tier player to I consider myself decent at the game, even though I don't make a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just destroy me.
You're not gonna shit on, right?
It got to the point to where it was like, this isn't only about me, like it's about the people I'm around and the people I want to help.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just wanted to just help people, so I figure I call myself an advocate. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem, I can help you stand in the gap, and we can solve that problem, whether it's real life. And a lot of the relationships I have, I like to know about you more than who you are behind the screen. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of homies where they could be going something, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, we ain't even got to play. Like, let's just sit here and talk. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? Like, what's going on? Like, what you dealing with? Just real life stuff. Because I think we as men have a problem with connecting with other men because it's a sign of being soft or whatever.
Weak.
But who else we gonna rely on if you ain't got a homie or somebody that actually care for you, regardless of what society wants to tell you who you should be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I forget all that. You know what I'm saying? I had guidance counselors growing up in school. Like, we don't have none of them no more. In schools, at least that's what I could think of. Like, people are so worried about being for themselves that they forget that everybody going through something. So instead of always shoveling dirt on somebody, you know what I'm saying, why don't you help them grow out of that dirt instead of just keep shoveling it down and treating them like trash. And that's another reason why I got out of Georgia. I mean, why I got out of California and moved to Georgia, just because, you know what I mean, the environment, how I wanted to live my life, my environment wouldn't allow me to live like that.
Gotcha.
Because of that image. So the advocate just comes from me always wanting to help somebody.
Man, you know,
and I don't got no time for no BS, but I'm here to help, no matter what it is. It could be a thumbnail, it could be life issues, it could be marital. I've been married since 2010. Like, I could tell, you know, somebody about some marriage and how you should maneuver and how you should be, I mean, toward your significant other. So it's all just about helping, man. It's about helping other people and just giving somebody else some good advice. That's all it is.
Man,
being that ear.
Man, welcome to the South, man. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That being the advocate fits well with the South, that Southern hospitality. A lot of people don't understand it, and they try to call us country or whatever. But you're gonna need that country love every now and then, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of the dopest people I know or in this world come from the country or come from the South, man. And man, you come down, you know what I'm saying? We were speaking last time, and you was telling me you could feel the difference, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a
completely different world. Completely different world, man. And my whole perception of how the South was slow. You know what I mean? Like, the time was a little bit slower, and people were, I guess, stuck back in like the old days or whatever. But that's not it. It's a completely different honor system out here compared to living in the city. Now, I grew up in California, and you know, it was always fast paced. Who can get the bag first? Who could do this first? Who could do that first? But out here, it's like, you know, everybody, you know, people just wave for no reason.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know you when you waving, so I'll wave back, you know, give you a smile when you're walking in the store. And, you know what I'm saying? Just a genuine, hey, how you doing? And they not worried about what you doing. They just want to show you respect. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot more show respect out here than it was back then. And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I greatly appreciate it. I love being out here.
Yeah.
I wish I would have moved out here sooner.
Yeah, man. Man, welcome to the South, man. I've been here all my life. I'm out here in South Carolina. Man, I've traveled other places, but and you know, you can feel the difference when you go other places. You could feel like the mean, like people they take honor and pride in being mean or self-considerate or take pride in just not giving a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like here, like it's that here too. it's also that here too, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
It's a different level out here.
It's a different level of it.
It's a different level. Like even though people don't really like, I ran into this one guy in the store. Like me, like whenever we go shopping, I usually take like one kid and my wife will take two, and we go separate. We meet up somewhere. There was this one guy. I could tell he was from like where I was from in a way. Like he was kind of street or whatever, but he had a level of respect that was like just uncanny, bro. Like I never seen somebody that could be both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because where I come from, you either hard or you not. You know what I'm saying? You either from the streets or you in the books. So the fact that, I mean, he had his glasses on and whatnot, but just the way he talked, and he still talked with respect, it was like, this is a completely different environment. This is like the first year I'm out here. You know, having my perception coming from California was everybody country. I'm expecting to see overalls and tractors. You know what I'm saying? Because California is a completely different world. Like, it's not even a state. Like, it's a completely different world out there. And coming out here really made me appreciate like the environment and driving the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's out there, you doing 80 in a 35 in where I'm from in Stockton, California. Out here, you know, people got respect. And I know it's only certain parts, and I don't really go around too much in Georgia, but me and my wife went to Savannah one time. It was cool. You know, we got a town close to where we at called Macon. It reminds me of the city I grew up in. Macon, it's not like the city I grew up in. Like, it's still got that Southern hospitality. Show you respect. You know, it's like they give respect to get it in a way. But out there, it's
what all over myself.
I never understood how I'm supposed to get respect first if I'm not giving it to you. And I think that's what separated me from a lot of people out in California compared to being out here. Like, I have no problem, you know, being cool with you, even if you're not cool with me, because I ain't really like, I ain't with the bullshit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got kids, I got a wife. Like, I'm trying to live the rest of my days as calm and collective as I can. But out there, it's like we couldn't, bro. Like, I always had a chip on my shoulder every time I'm out there. I've been the most relaxed out here within the past 4 years than I ever have my entire life. You know what I'm saying? I don't really I feel like it's a lot more peaceful out here compared to being in a big city.
I think that you can find peace out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted the bullshit, you can go and find it. But you can find peace if you wanted peace. You can separate yourself a little bit better if you wanted to. Then I mean, it is what you call it's the country. It's no, you know, it's whatever you want to call it. But
people
it's
will leave you alone out here. That's mainly what it is. They'll leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? And not in California, man. There's always some drama out there in Cali. So I still get news updates. Like, my moms will call me, like, you know, this happened, that happened. But I'm just like, well, it's time for you to move. Like, you need to come out here and just chill. You can sit on your porch and just chill. That's what I do for the most part. I'll be on the porch. Listening to the birds. Like, I feel like I just need a rocket chair and a glass of lemonade now being out here, bro. Like, even with all like the pandemic and everything that has happened, like, I can still find peace within myself just being out here compared to when I was in California.
Let's switch gears and get back to gaming. Salute to the South. Salute to you being out here. Like, when I remember when I found out you was down here, I think I told you welcome to the South or something like that.
You did, yeah.
And I was just really happy for you, man. And but getting back to gaming and content creation, like who did you watch coming up, bro? Who was your go-to for like, you can't miss a episode of their content?
I'd have to say one of the first few people, because it was like it was a couple people that I would watch depending on like certain games and stuff. But as far as like Call of Duty, it was K3 and then Gray. Those were like the two that I really watched for like class setups and like nukes and how-tos and stuff like that. I didn't really start watching Swag until after maybe like a year or so that I knew that there was like a gaming lane. Like this is even before I jumped on like BO3 or anything, because I had, well, this is before IWQ came out, when I found one of K3's videos. He had dropped like a double nuke or something.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was even possible until I seen I should love to sit back and watch those nuke videos. If you're dropping nukes, I'm watching, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then like These Knives Only, you know, the trash talker videos and, you know, stuff like that. Like that stuff always interested me because I never knew that there was like a gaming lane where, you know, content creation in a way. Of course, you watch YouTube for like little funny videos or like documentaries or whatever, but when I found out that there's a lane for gamers on it, it was like a whole new world for me, like a literal whole new world for me. So a lot of it was K3 was like the first one that I seen. K3, and then Gray with IW, because I was still playing BO3. Gray,
CSN Gray, and Gray. I don't know what he's just Gray
Mr.
now,
Consistent.
Right?
Yeah, it's just Gray now. Yeah, Mr. Consistent. And I used to watch him, and then him, K3, found swag later on, and then the Murder Show.
The Murder Show.
caught him late night one time. He was actually streaming.
Yeah.
And this some years ago, I caught him streaming, and I was just like, bro, like this dude is hilarious.
Man, he is phenomenal, right? Phenomenal. Look, man, that's who inspired me to start my channel. Well, it was the Murder Show, because he was so authentically him, and it was like you know, there's so many clones in this game, like bro, it's like a lot of clones. Okay, they even sound alike to a certain extent, but I was, you know, like my homie put me on to Murder Show. Salute the Styles, the icon, man, the homie, my real life partner. He told me about the Murder Show back in 2016, 17. And back then he was just the commentary god. It wasn't nobody touching him.
Yeah,
commentary god.
Commentary is on point.
What?
It was like, and plus it was real too. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like no YouTube image. It was like, if this is how he is in real life, then this is how he is in content creation. Like this is how he is when he plays the game, and that's what kind of drew me, because it was like I'd be busy throughout the day, but then as soon as I get that notification for the Murder Show, I'm like, all right, cool. This that late night. Let me go ahead and save it for me to go ahead and watch it later. And it was always a good nightly laugh for me. And then when I caught him live, I was like, that's it. Like he's got to be one of the most funniest, influential type real dudes within the gaming community, period. Because he has to hold the crown for that.
I talked,
at least in my opinion,
when he came on the show the first time, man, we talked for probably about 2 hours, just kicking it before we hit record. And he is he. Yeah, he's man, he the real deal.
As authentic as you can get it.
Yeah, man, he was he that dude, man. He's still that dude, man, and that's why I inspired to be like, because he's a lot older than me. I don't want to say a lot, but he's got me for about, he's got us about some years. And a lot of people want to see what gaming looks like when you older. That's what it should look like, man. You know what I'm saying? He still enjoys the game. He's still 100% Call of Duty, even though you know what I'm saying, he'll talk about the weaknesses and whatnot. But anyway, I don't want to make this all about him, but I'm just saying, like, that's when I get older, I'm still
flowers now.
I want to still play. I want to still have the passion for the game like that, because I'm not gonna lie, I've wavered in the last year. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost a little confidence, man. Yeah, with this past Call of Duty,
with the climate of how these Call of Duties have gone, like. That's why I've ventured off to Apex. Like I've ventured off to, you know, other adventure games, you know, Godfall and stuff, just because the climate of Call of Duty is not like how it was back in the day. Right.
And I would have never played another title, bro. Like I went to play GTA Online, not GTA Online, GTA Roleplay, and I'm just having a blast. But now I'm back. I used to hate Resurgence back in the day, but now I'm back. I'm playing Resurgence with some of the homies, man. I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
But bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like when I get about a few years older, I still want to have that passion for the game, and I still want to have my channel rolling with content. But that's on me though. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. It's not him. It's got to be in you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Because it's a long haul. Like this isn't something where you know this is one of the longest internships that I've ever been in a way.
It's an intern.
Yeah, internship. That's what I call it.
I still feel like an intern too, man.
Yeah, bro. Still to this day, like even with like my community on Twitch, you know, shout out to all y'all, and even with like my family over on YouTube, it still feels like I gotta put my all into it in order to get the job. Even though I've been in it for some time, it's like I can't let off the gas pedal with it, and I face some burnout. I think everybody faces burnout with it because you have to exude so much of yourself in order to do the next thing. To edit the video, to do the commentary, to show your face on camera. Like it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? And some days you just don't feel like turning the camera on. Like you just want to vibe.
I'm guilty of that. 1000%, man. And like you said, it takes a grind. Gray is one of those that barely misses a day. It's a lot of those guys out there that you watch every day. They never miss a day of uploading, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those guys. But salute to them, man. But salute to them, bro. Like how does it feel? Like what keeps you going? Because like you'll put out content. Have you ever been disappointed that whatever you put out, it didn't do what you thought it was going to do, or you didn't get the recognition that you thought you was going to get?
A lot of it. Well,
and how did you deal with it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me put it like this. For the past, I want to say 2 months, I've been going through a thing I call analytics training, and I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of learning on how videos perform with this topic or with this topic, all within like Call of Duty and like Apex and stuff. But I'm trying to see what works and what don't work. But before that, I would spend like 2-3 hours, editing the video, making sure everything's right, making sure the music's, at the good level in the background, make sure I'm not repeating, the same music over and over, make sure I have a good topic. And I'll spend all that time on a video and get like 20 views. I'm like, damn, like I could have did something else with my time instead of doing that. But then the next video will pop off, or even something where I just kind of threw together. I didn't even take it to my PC, just did it on Share Factory on the PlayStation, uploaded, and it would just pop off. So I've been doing a lot of, like I said, a lot of analytics training, just trying to see where the click-through rate, is this comparable to everybody else who's talking about this topic, and, the audience retention. I've just been doing that for like the past couple of months, and gathering all that data is really got me feeling like I could do well as long as I'm consistent. That's mainly what it is a consistency. Man, I got 4 kids, bro, and some days I'm just like, when because I got a time limit, I look at the time, like look at my watch, like, yeah, nah, not tonight, man. I'm just gonna just roll up in bed and watch a movie or something. But when I'm like that, that's a perfect opportunity for me to prepare for the next day, probably, or for me to actually finish that video I've been working on. You know, so it's just consistency, and how to deal with it. Really, it's you got as long as you breathing, man, you got another day to be great.
Got you.
Today might not have been your day, but as long as you got breath in your lungs, man, that means that you can't stop. Like don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Failure, what they say, failure is only happens when you give up or something like that. So
yeah, it's kind of like I see what you're saying. Like you miss every shot that you don't take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you don't put the video up, you don't know that if you don't put it up or don't upload or whatever, you don't have a chance of not getting those views or being disappointed. You know what I'm saying? It's like
exactly. Yeah, and this is a game where you're gonna be disappointed. you know, everything's not gonna go the way that you want it to go every single time. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like life too. Like one thing about me is I hate when the plans get changed. Like personally, like if we going somewhere and we gotta take a detour, it irritates me. But YouTube has taught me that, you know, I have to roll with those punches because everything is kind of situational in a way. You might want to talk about a topic that's been talked about 1,000 times, but your perspective might be the one thing that pops off that everybody kind of gets behind compared to if you never uploaded, then you'll never know.
For sure.
You know, or if you never streamed, you never know. You know, I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of opportunities that I missed out on just from self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? And that's the killer. If you doubt yourself in this game, bro, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna go any farther than where you're at.
You're gonna brick yourself, bro. Because if you get caught up in the you know what I'm saying, the hype of it all and comparing yourself to other people, you know what I'm saying? That's what for me. Back when I was at my height of producing, I didn't watch other podcasts. I didn't really watch a lot of. I watched a lot of Call of Duty content, but I just stayed in my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I say my lane, I mean my creative lane. I kept that shit. I kept myself on a schedule where, like, look, man, you know what you want to do this day, and make the video about this, that, and third, this day, that day, blah blah blah, and it created it created a I guess a habit. You know what I'm saying? A habit of trying to produce. And that was when I was at my peak. And I think, well, I don't want to say I was at my peak. I hadn't reached my peak yet because I hadn't done what I was supposed to do yet. I'm gonna say that, but I know what it takes to get out here and pump this stuff out. And but it takes a lot. And if you don't if you don't look around, just keep your head down and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do the work.
Really
a lot of people think that they can just somebody's gonna do it for me. You got to do it, bro. I got to do it. Like
there ain't no sick days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like a regular job to where if you call in, somebody's got to pick up the slack for you.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be the one to put the content out. You got to be the one to show your face. You have to put in the work. You got to do the research, and it's tough.
And you got to be you every day. I wish I can do this every day, actually, man, but I can't, you know.
Yeah.
But
same for me.
How did you feel like when somebody just gave you that compliment, man, and like, say, man, I fuck with that. I like what you said here, man. I think you the truth. Has that ever happened? Has that happened to you yet?
That's happened a lot, actually. Within a year, I've probably gotten the most positive feedback just on like different videos and just DMs and stuff like that, you know, on Twitter or Discord or something like that. And it's a good confidence booster because you do it for so long, you don't really hear a lot of feedback besides, you know, the homies might come by, drop a like or something, you know. But when you actually hear it and you have a conversation about it and they give you actual feedback, you know, that kind of means the world, because then it feels like
it's positive affirmation, right? Like,
you know, the affirmation of it is kind of key, you know. And it's not like you can get it all the time, but when it does happen, you know, it's like finding the needle in the haystack. You know, you kind of cherish it in that moment, and it makes you want to be better and do better. Every single time you upload, you know, you try to make little slight adjustments here and there, but you try to stay at the core of a lot of it. I think back of, okay, they like this, let's not try to deviate from it too far. Yeah, I'm gonna do something a little bit different, but you don't want to lose that core audience. You know, why did they come to watch you in the first place? There was a specific reason. So always keep that specific reason intact as you create and as you stream and as you game.
Right.
You know, every single time you hop on.
On a personal note, What do you say to the individuals that say that you're just wasting your time? It's just a game. You know what I'm saying? You just, man, you could be doing other stuff like watching reality TV or watching a whole bunch of, or, because like what they're doing is watching a whole bunch of reality TV. They're not doing anything with it, but we're actually gaming.
Yeah.
What do you say to those people that think you're just wasting we're just wasting our time?
The way I look at it, it's kind of the same thing of like people watching sports and people watching movies and shit like that. It's like y'all have y'all avenue of entertainment. We have our avenue of entertainment.
Say it again. Say it again.
It's the same as
say it again.
Doing anything.
Oh shit! Hold on. I can't hear you. Hold shit.
Knock this whole self out real quick.
All right, yeah. All right, my bad, bro. I got excited. Not bad.
But it's kind of the same lane, but instead of me in the stands screaming for my sports team, like I'm actually putting in work and people are enjoying it. It's not just me in the stands rooting for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually
you're a player and a you know what I'm saying? You're a player and a participant. Participant.
Exactly. Anybody could spend $80 to $1,000 to go watch a football game, but I'm spending time and money to make sure that my production quality is better so that way I can bring them entertainment also while I'm being entertained. Like if not everything that I play, I upload, but at the same time, I know that there's potential for there to be some content. So at the same, it sucks to say, but not every football player is thinking about every single fan that goes and watches them. Unlike a content creator, we think about every like, every view, every interaction that we have, every impression that we get on social media, that a thought comes from those things. So it's a completely different. I think they wasting their time.
Yeah.
If they think I'm wasting my time by gaming and creating content creation, then they need to change their perspective, because this is something that is a dream. If your dream is to sit in the stands and root for Steph Curry all day long and he don't even know your name, then hey, you need some bigger goals, because he's doing what he wants to do with his life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should, whoever that is, whoever down in us gamers, maybe they need to reevaluate their goals in life.
And the thing is,
I ain't wasting my time.
People be like, man, baseball's America's pastime. But this is the world's pastime. Man. This is the world. This is what the world does. Our generation of people and people that are my age, our age, a little bit older than us and younger than us. This is what they're doing. They're playing Call of Duty. They're playing Apex. They're playing Among Us. They're playing video games, man. This is the tech age, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't
it was different than the 90s.
This ain't like
you know
what I'm saying? I used to go to the store back when I was younger. I used to get the little pack of man, I don't even know what these things called, but the little tops. You spin them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Spinners, yeah.
Yeah,
or even Pogs.
Yeah.
Pogs.
This ain't that. We're here.
It's not.
Yeah, we're here. We're on the PCs. We're on the consoles. We know how to we know about software. We know how to use software. We know about how to do a whole lot of stuff that people that don't get us will never do. We make the world go round. Gamers make the world go round, man. And
a lot of the stuff, not to cut you off, but a lot of the stuff that we do could open up avenues to do other things like editing videos. And everybody knows how to edit, creating thumbnails, research and analytics, like with viewer retention and marketing and branding and partnerships. People don't understand how much goes into being, a YouTuber or a streamer or anything like that. And plus, you're engaging with people. You know what I'm saying? You're engaging. I mean, now I know a lot of people don't. The way I look at it is there's far and few that don't really put themselves out there because they're afraid to get judged or whatever. But no matter where you go, you're going to get judged. Somebody's going to have their personal opinion about you, no matter what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you selling ice cream or you a cashier at a gas station or you know, people are gonna have their image about you. So it shouldn't matter what nobody else think about you.
Yeah.
You put the content out, you be yourself, you live your life, and what other people got to say about you is none of your business. So you continue to just do whatever you got to do to make sure that you're happy, that you create success out of the things that, you know, that God gave you. Period.
That's
talents, all
period. Period. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you happy. It makes me happy to shit on somebody. You know what I'm saying? When they, you know what I'm saying, in Call of Duty, when they come around the corner and they running down head first like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you think, or somebody think you're not played it up, you got one plate on you, it broke you or whatever. They try to do some idiot play and you just bust the shit out of them. I love that.
Or
That's
you hear
what
him say, he's one shot.
He's one shot.
But nah, I ain't one shot.
Mm-hmm.
You just mad you did.
Right.
That's it.
I love that part of the game. And
Go ahead,
people
come back, try to get your load out. I'm gonna kill you again.
right. And people will never understand the joy that you get out of that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's a chosen few. And I'm glad I'm one of the chosen few, because we are the future, bro. Like I stare at data all day. And like you said, like looking at your analytics, whether you're looking at analytics for work or you're looking at analytics for yourself.
Yeah.
It's analytics. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that,
all
man.
A numbers game, yeah.
Salute to that, man. Man, 2022. Future plans for the channel, man. What's up? What can we expect from The Advocate in the future?
Oh, we about to turn up. I got new internet now. We got 1,000 up, 1,000 down.
Come on, somebody! Hell yeah!
Man, we got that fiber. So
I
took some time off. Like I said, I was doing a lot of analytics with the channel, trying to see what's this, what's that, you know, what works and whatnot.
What did you find? What did you find? Is it still going?
I found out that a lot of the topics that are, man, dude, how do I put it? Okay, so
now don't give away the sauce. Now, don't give away the secret sauce.
I'm gonna give you a little bit. With Call of Duty, if you're not first, then don't expect to pop off unless you have a community. Okay,
that's a fact.
With Apex, it's a lot more. You got to have a community behind you with Apex. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really grow my channel off of Apex or anything like that. Like I just uploaded because, you know, I was dropping like 3,000 damage and just getting 2,000 damage in Apex. I want to say 90% of the community in Apex don't even hit 2,000 damage, you know, 10 kills, stuff like that, because it's a completely different game. So with Call of Duty, with how they did Vanguard, and it's so ugly, you know, bundles was key with Call of Duty and Cold War. But in Vanguard, since they so trash, unless it's got tracers on it, I suggest that you don't upload it unless you're bringing something of value, you know, some rage videos or, you know, whatever's a trending topic, because a lot of people have transitioned from multiplayer over to Warzone and Rebirth. So that's kind of where the money is. And I would highly suggest that if you're spending 8 hours streaming, you need to stop. If you're not creating no content out of that 8 hours, then you need to reevaluate what you're doing, because there's a lot of content that you can create out of your streams that I think a lot of people are missing. You know what I'm saying? So with what I've been doing is I've been playing a lot more Warzone, a lot more Rebirth, because I done maxed out everything on Vanguard already. And with how the seasons have been going, if I'm not doing something specific like a how-to video, I can't get my hopes up with something popping off. You know what I'm saying? So the update days are where my channel has popped off a lot. You know what I'm saying? Where update comes out, I go into zombies or I go into multiplayer, check out the new guns, unlock it real fast, and you know, things like that. Those are kind of givens. But as far as the daily content grind, it's just getting all of the ideas that I have out now and making sure that they're structured, you know, correctly. Because I can push content out, but I don't want to just be uploading videos just to upload them. You know what I'm saying? I want there to be some substance. I want people to get something out of it. Yeah, I'll drop 118 kills on shipment. So I'm using the Whitley. Like that's the most OP.
118. What's the most kills you ever had in your Call of Duty history, fam? Like what's the most?
In Vanguard, I dropped 138.
That's the most you ever got. Period.
Period.
Damn.
In Vanguard.
Man, salute
138.
to that, man.
But
Real
upload
smoke.
that video. I could upload that video, but then it's like, what am I uploading it for? Am I uploading it just to show off?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
am I?
Yeah.
I don't
You
really,
give it to me, I'll upload it for you.
It's the Whitley LMG. It's the most broken LMG, and I was in. See, I dropped 118 on Das Haas. I dropped like 112 on shipment. Then I dropped 138 on shipment. But it was in domination, and I basically held like one side. The side I held C side the entire time. It just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and just was killing them when they would try to come and kill me.
Right.
And it was like, I'm using the most OP gun in the game. You know, I got the perfect class set up for it. But the way my mind works is, am I doing this on a consistent basis? No.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
In that video, you are.
in the video, I am, but that was because at the start of the video, I'm working on another gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a sniper rifle so I can bring it over to Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
But this dude kept coming around and meleeing. I don't know how he got around. He had ninja and like all the fast perks for him to, you know, move around. And so I was like, all right, man, I'm done with this damn sniper. Let me just go off. So I dropped 138 on him, and we still lost the damn game.
You won though.
It was in Dom.
Yeah, but you won.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, that's when I either second guess myself where I should have uploaded it, but at the same time, I'm satisfied with just dropping it. I know they'll remember, whoever was in the lobby with me, they'll remember that they got 138 kills dropped on them, you know, and that's the highest I've ever gotten. Earlier today, I just dropped 71 kills with the sniper rifle with the Car 98, leveling it up in Das Haas. Just because ain't no streaks. So it's like, I'm not getting attacked by dogs, and it's just pure gun skill now. Well, of course, they got all the damn thermites and the fire rounds and, you know, all that.
All the gimmicks, all the gimmick attachments. Come on,
exactly. Man. I've reached a point to where now I want to know that when I hop on, I can drop kills and just drop kills and drop kills and drop kills, and that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next battle pass or something like that, I'll upload more of those videos, but
sure.
As of right now, it's mainly just a learning experience. This is my training session before I really start pushing out content. You know, so in the future, I want to say this summer is going to be popping. We're going to be streaming. We're going to be doing as much as I can. We're going to be dropping uploads, because I do have a pretty good schedule on how I can get it done and how long it takes me to edit certain videos. And I ain't camera shy no more. So, you know what I'm saying? I had a big problem with, you know, early on with communicating and trying to get my point across, just because it was a different avenue.
No doubt.
And I did work. I worked plenty of jobs, but it wasn't like where I got to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? I just went in, said what's up to the boss, and went to work, came home, and been with my family. So it's a completely different learning dynamic since I started YouTube. But now, since I'm comfortable, I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for you, but I'm not worried about what you think about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put this content out, and I'm going to be me, and I'm going to give you respect even if you don't give it to me. Just know I ain't no punk.
Just know it.
I will.
Just know that, baby.
For lack of a better word, you know what I'm saying? It's better to just keep it cool with me, because that's my intention, is just to keep it cool with you. 100. Anything other than that, there's a block button. If you don't want to talk to me, you ain't got to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I keep it. I mean, because if you met me in real life, like if you see me in real life in the store or anything like that, you're not gonna want to have a problem with me, because you know what I'm saying, I try to keep it as cordial with everybody as possible. Even with the hate comments and the people want to argue, like I just
wait a minute, man. Who do you have a problem with, and who has a problem with you? now you got me curious now, advocate, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn all this peace talk.
I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be name dropping nobody, but there's quite a few people in the community that have a problem with me just because of who I am, and I mean how I hold myself, how I'm cut from a different cloth. So you know I'm saying, like I ain't saying no names. I know it's all good. You might know a couple of them.
I know everybody.
You might know a couple of them, but
come on, let's shit on.
like I said, I keep it cool. If it's real beef, you know where to find me.
It's never real beef. It's never real beef,
exactly.
man.
And that's why they don't need the names to be called out.
No doubt. I was just bullshit, man. It's all about peace and love,
man. Meet me on the battlefield. You saying you can find me on Vanguard from 6 to 8.
Hey, a lot of y'all
you can find me on Warzone from 8 to 10.
A lot of y'all are lucky that the pandemic happened and TwitchCon 2020 didn't happen, TwitchCon 2021 and all that. But anyway, let's get into some tweets, man. Since we're talking about your perspective. I think you are one of the most entertaining or most inspirational people that I follow on Twitch or social media, man.
Appreciate that.
Man, let's get into some of my favorite tweets from you, man, and let's talk about them. All right, this is going to be my best. Damn it, hold on. I'm trying to find my water. This is going to be my best advocate Twitter narrator voice that I can give you guys. All right. All right, here we go. My best shot. Yeah, gonna narrate a little bit, man.
All right.
This is from Thee Advocate. Loyalty over clout. That's the advocate. His Twitter is @loyalty OVR clout. All right, so that's loyalty over clout. Okay, or just type in ADVO and he'll pop up. All right, follow him on Twitter. Okay. The Advocate, the first tweet that I like, one of them, not in any type of order though, man. Linkin Park really got me through some tough times growing up. Would get bullied for being different. Now those differences are what made me who I am today. If you're struggling with something, please reach out. You are not alone in this life. That's deep. That's hard. That's a great statement, man. What brought that on, and what did you see that made you tweet that? Because this doesn't sound like it's about you. It sounds like it's something you saw and made you want to tweet that.
Well, I was going through a lot of music in my computer. I was in the middle of editing, and I was trying to find the right song, and usually I have like a little playlist that I use, like just my thinking playlist, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of music. And I didn't really recognize that I had a lot of Linkin Park songs mixed in with a lot of hip hop, a lot of instrumentals and stuff like that. And there was a song called Leave Out All the Rest. And it got me reflecting of like when I was growing up, because I was always like the odd one out growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was 6 foot, like 200 and something pounds, but I didn't brandish that. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty athletic back in the day, but people always used to, you know what I'm saying? I was bullied a lot, basically. Let me just call it like it is. I was bullied a lot just because of how different I was, how I communicate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the hood type talk in a way, you know what I'm saying? And that's because my mom always tried to push education first. Like, no matter what, sure. Like you gotta be smart in this world. So I was always bullied and everything. And so on the days where I just felt like, you know, where it was just like all bad, like I was just having like a horrible day. Like I would always throw on a Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, Meteora,
love that Hybrid Theory, bro.
And any of the Linkin Park songs, like it would always give me like a little bit of courage. Like, and that was always my go-to. So as I was going through some of my music, it made me reflect on a lot. And with how the pandemic's been, and you know, we've lost a lot of our loved ones over the years as we get older. You know, it's a part of life. It just got me thinking, like, there's a lot of people who are going through a lot, who are being like going through the same stuff that I went through when I was younger. So I know there's a lot of people who are younger than me who follow me on Twitter, and it was like, you know, I think I need to say something, because right now, while I'm in this kind of a work mode, it put me, you know, it kind of like flashbacked me, you know, made me feel like damn, like I've gotten this far despite who people said I was, and what people said about me behind my back and to my face and stuff like that. So
yes, sir. You've been in the country long enough, and like when you ever heard a country boy say yes, sir?
A couple of them.
All right, well, yeah, sir. I feel what you're saying. My bad. I ain't mean to interrupt you. I just had to give you.
No, you good. You good.
All right.
It was like just a reflecting moment for me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't reach out when they need to, and sometimes we reach out when it's too late. So, you know, it's always best to check up on your people. If you haven't heard from one of the homies in like a couple days or something, just say, hey man, I was thinking about you, bro. I hope you're having a good day at work, or you know what I'm saying, I hope you got that new job, or you know, how's gaming going? You know what I'm saying? It just little stuff like that make a big difference in people's lives, because there are a lot of people who you don't hear from for a while, and you wonder, oh man, where they been? But some people never reach out. So take the time to reach out to people, and that was kind of like my reach out moment right there, because I try to be active on Twitter, but I try not to say too much like I used to. I used to just go off, like every thought used to just, you know, just be out there. But I've learned that, you know, the more I talk, the less meaning my words are going to have. So now I kind of pick and choose with what I want to say. And in that moment, it was just a reflection moment, man. People really need to start checking up on each other, because nobody else will, you know. Check up on your homies, man.
Check up. Yeah, that's a fact, man. I
don't care where you from.
Remember I was talking to you this weekend, over the weekend, and I was like, look, man, one of my partners coming through. You know what I'm saying? He was saying he was telling me that, look, man, he need to get away from the crib, blah blah blah. And he was like, man, shit, I'm just really, really glad to be up here to see how you doing. I ain't heard from you in a while. And man, we just went out and we just kicked it. We had a good time, and you know what I'm saying? We just kicked it like real players. You know what I'm saying? And really chopped up and broke bread, you know what I'm saying, and fellowship. Man. And that was big. That was big.
That's one of the healthiest things that we could do just as men, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hit each other up, go somewhere. I mean, even if you just at the house, order some pizza, you know what I mean, eat some top ramen, shit. Like, you ain't gotta go too hard to hang out with your homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even just a phone call, a Discord call, a Twitter message, like that stuff means, like, it means way more than you think.
That's a fact.
When you hear from somebody. So
that's a fact, especially if you.
That's where that came from.
Especially if you know me, I move. I'm here. I'm there. I'm doing a lot in my mental space. So yeah, that was big, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was big for me. I appreciated that. Salute to you, homeboy. I ain't gonna say your name because you know what I'm saying, your head already too big at the moment. But you know who you are, man. The next tweet, man, from Advo, aka Loyalty Over Cloud. All right. Publicly spoken about, but we all see what's happening globally. It also doesn't bother me if I lose a few a follower here and there, or even in mass. I know who truly supports me, what I do, and that's more than enough for me. I butchered that sentence. I feel that my main goal has been complete, small to some. Yeah, I butchered that sentence, man. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Basically, there was a couple tweets behind that one, but basically I was saying, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and we're kind of picking and choosing. People are too busy picking and choosing what they're fighting for instead of the bigger picture of we should be fighting for each other. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it got to the point to where it's like, okay, you guys are all gung-ho over here and oh, I support this over here. But then when something
horrific
really
happens,
nobody want to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you afraid of losing a follower just because of this, or of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do we pick and choose what we support at the time? Like, I understand a lot of stuff has happened within these couple of years. You know, we had Trump, we had the Black Lives Matter situation, we had the George Floyd situation, we had the police brutality situation. We had a lot of stuff happen within 2 years, and then COVID hit and everybody shut down, and we still had a bunch of situations happen.
There's still a lot going on now. Like, man, it's a lot.
There's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But don't be a half-ass advocate. Let me put it that way. Don't advocate for something over here, but then when something else tragic happened, you want to be quiet about. You know what I'm saying, if you got a voice over there, have a voice right here too. And you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, I don't care if I lose a couple of followers for what I'm saying. You know, in the previous tweets, you know, I was basically just saying, like, stop being half-assed. Like, if you want to try to be a humanitarian, be a humanitarian.
Be a real humanitarian.
Yeah. Don't just be a partial humanitarian just so you can get 2-3 followers out of the situation. Like, if you really want to be about that life of helping people, then that's what you should be doing. No matter what it is, no matter what somebody's skin color is, no matter what their religion is, if you see wrong being done, you need to speak up about it if you're taking that route. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what that was. And even with me, like there's a lot, like I hate it when people die by police brutality, but I also hate it when cops get killed. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem saying that. Like, I hate what's going on. I absolutely hate what's going on between Russia and Ukraine.
But I also hated what's going on a couple of years ago in Africa, or still going on.
Exactly.
In Africa. Like,
I hate what's going on.
That's conflict. Like, that was nobody talked about that, and that was that was weird to me. Like, but it's front page news.
Even the stuff that's going on in Yemen right now. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you got people dying every single day in Yemen. You got people dying
in Palestine
every day. Yeah, in Palestine, you got the rebels in Africa that are out, you know, killing civilians and they're going against the government. Like, we don't hear about any of that stuff. You got the stuff that's going on in Canada with the truckers and the, you know what I'm saying? Like don't be one-sided with it. Like, if you really say you for all people, then be for all people around the world, bro. Don't just be for one people in a specific zone in a specific time frame and then you don't say nothing else about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, like, and I just don't like that. Like, I don't like it. Like, I see it as being fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a humanitarian for a day. You know what I'm saying? That is a lifestyle choice that you should be doing on a daily basis.
Yeah, those people are, so I used to get me upset, but I just realized, man, those people are online advocates. You know what I'm saying? They're online advocates. So it really doesn't bother me anymore, man. Next tweet.
And I think that one was from like last year too, or something like that. That was from a while ago.
From last spring, spring 2020 or something like that, right?
No, it was like 2021.
2021.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
mean, it
still applies today. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't be fake, man. I'm tired of fake ass people. Like, period. Just be real, man. And if you don't know shit about it, then don't say nothing.
Yeah, just be quiet. You know, I don't want to tell you to shut up, but just do your research and
do your research from more than one outlet, please.
Right.
You know, get a rounded opinion. It's called education. If you only looking at one thing from one side, then that's called indoctrination. You got to get your opinion from all angles before you can actually educate yourself.
God damn it, man. Shit. That's a break.
That's why I try to tell my kids, like, okay, you want to, you know what I'm saying? Your teacher's having you learn about, Big Bang Theory and evolution and all that. Okay, you can learn about that, but you also got to learn about other things as well. You know what I'm saying? I want you to learn about other religions. I want you to learn about other belief systems. That way you could form your own opinion when you become an adult. Because if I'm only teaching you one way and the other way come hit you, blindsided, then what you gonna do then?
You're gonna shut down. You're gonna be stuck for a minute, like I was in 2010, 2011 when I started listening to Dr. Claude Anderson and what's my man name? I'll tell you who really woke me up, like, and this is gonna be like a shocker for a lot of people because y'all probably think he's just a rapper, but it was my man from Public Enemy. God dog it, man, the Minister of Information. What's my man name, man? God damn it. You probably too young to know who I'm talking about, man.
You said Public Enemy, boy.
So it's Chuck D, Flavor Flav, and my man. God dog it, I'm sorry, my boy. I'm sorry, man. But anyway, he's called the Minister of Information. He had a real name. He's got a real name. He's the man. But anyway, he woke me up, gave me a whole list of books that you see on this bookshelf back here. A lot of them on this bookshelf, a lot of these boxes back here too. But anyway, nevertheless, man, we're gonna continue on with your tweets. Read.
I might have to do some research now.
Professor Griff, that's his name.
Yeah.
So he had a podcast. That was my first podcast back in 2000. Him and Lady Zaza Ali. Back in 2010, I was listening to those podcasts. But nevertheless, we're gonna continue on. Last tweet that the last advocate dope tweet. See, got me off my game. I'm in here in awakening mode.
When it comes to information and knowledge, man, like I think that's one of the most valuable things that we can get, period, on this earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is way more valuable than any type of materialistic thing. So if you have an opportunity to learn, then I suggest you go for it.
Facts. All right. So I'm on my way to 200 books. I think I'm at 105 or 6 or something like that. So I'm on my way. That's 200 books read, people. Not just bought. All right. The Advocate at Loyalty Over Cloud, aka ADVO. I'm praying for new success, not only in my life, but for those who've held me down over these past years. To name a few wouldn't do them justice because there's so many who've helped me. Just know I'm believing in you and your dreams, man. Who are those people, man? And that coincides with a part of the show where I asked the guests to, man, give their shout outs and give love to the people that want to give love to, man. So we can go ahead and collaborate and coincide both of those topics, man.
A lot of the people, man, I would have to, I mean, if I could, I don't really want to go in order, but if I could go in like longevity of friendship, you know what I'm saying, I would have to say
no order,
Blu-ray.
Of course.
Yeah. I would have to say, Blu-ray was one of the ones who really held me down.
Yeah, me too.
When I first started. Gray, he's always been real 100 with me. Carnage Ripley and Cara, they really got me into designing. You know what I'm saying? Like into doing like thumbnails and like I'm barely starting out to do like 3D art and stuff like that. Like
I want to get into that. Yeah, 3D art.
Major inspirations right there. You.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you. You know what I mean?
What's up? What I did, player? What's happening?
This podcast is just something else, bro. You brought a completely different dynamic and you've shown me that, you know what I'm saying, when you put your best foot forward, that you could be comfortable in your own skin. You could do what you love, you know what I'm saying, and just continue to be genuine. So back then when I had my team, I created a team called Team Heaven Bound. I had like 12 guys. My boy Guppy, Ghostly, my boy Rock Jr., his dad Rock, me and Rock, we got a study that we do every week almost. You know what I'm saying? Like a maximized manhood type of deal where we build each other up and just go over what's been happening in our lives and stuff. He's like one of my brothers that I can honestly say, like, if he ever needed something, you know what I'm saying, he could just hit me up regardless of what it is. And we've known each other for like 2 years, but it feels like we've known each other for ages. You know what I'm saying, how we communicate with each other. And we met through a mutual friend on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Just one day we just started communicating, chopping it up, and then, next thing you know, we're bouncing ideas of designing off each other's brains, brainstorming, and just, a whole bunch of stuff that we've done together. We got each other's phone number, and we met just through Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably one of the closest people I can honestly say that I know now. And my boy Guppy, there's a whole there's so many people, man. There's so many people that I've learned from and who have kept it cool with me. My boy System, real dope content creator, Heybo. I can hit my boy Heybo up at any time of the day, and he'll always respond to a DM or a text message or anything. I don't know if he's asleep or not, but he bing right back every single time. So it's a bunch of people, man. YouTube Chad,
what up, man?
He taught me a lot about IW.
Me too.
Yeah, Chad, man. And then
Chad love that IW, boy. Yeah.
Addy.
Yeah,
that man.
I love Addy, man.
He used to go crazy.
That Addy is gifted, dude. Like,
yeah, man. He
plays
multi-talented.
He plays the bass, right? Yeah, man.
Play the bass.
Man, it's gifted,
Crazy
man.
on the sticks.
He played the bass on live on the show, bro. That shit, it was lit.
Yeah, I was in the chat when that happened.
Man, come on, man. That was
Yeah.
special, man.
Yeah, I remember them premieres. Man, dude, there's just so many to name. I'm kind of cloudy right now, trying to think of everybody, but there's tons of people. And when I said there's too many to name, that'd probably be like a 9-threaded tweet. Everybody who's impacted me, because it wouldn't just be me just atting you on Twitter. Like, I would have something to say about you. You know what I'm saying? And that would probably be just one of the longest tweets in existence if I could just name every single person. So everybody I named, if I didn't name you, my bad.
Man.
But,
charge it to your mind and not your heart. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know where to find me. DMs is always open. I greatly appreciate all of them.
Salute to them, man. Salute to the ones that were named and the ones that's in your heart that weren't named. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, salute to a lot of those guys. They also helped me. A lot of those individuals that's on that list, man. A lot of them are friends of the show and have been alumni of the show. Man, I love y'all, man. For real. Yeah. I still follow a lot of them, and I try to check in with pretty much everybody. I know it's a long list of people, but I try to check in the people that's still active, man. Man, anybody that you want to.
A lot of. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was about to ask another serious question. It's gonna be crazy serious too.
What I was gonna say is that there has been a couple of people who have stepped out of the game and have done other things.
Yep.
You know, so that goes in line too. Like, it doesn't. For me, it's not. It is all about gaming, but it's more about life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If gaming is your dream, then I'm gonna support you. Like, if you want to do something outside of it, then I'm gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see y'all be successful, man. Like go and get it, dude. Like, you're the only person that's gonna get it. So no matter what it is, whatever your dream is, I want to see you exceed at that. And if nobody's telling you, then I'm gonna tell you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in you. I need to see you do great. Don't second guess yourself. That's basically it. Man,
that's greatly said, man. Greatly said, man. I gotta give you I know you can't hear this, but you know I'm dropping the Diddy bombs. I'm dropping the bombs, baby.
Okay.
Man. On a serious note, it's probably the most serious question that I'm probably gonna ask you tonight. You know, anybody that you want to shit on before we get off the.
Hey, I can't name one person. Before we get off the show. I can't name one specific person who I'm just fucking with you. I ain't gonna name nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, to all the haters out there, bro, whoever don't like me, you know what I'm saying? I would prefer you say it to me than to just talk about me behind my back, because we might be able to have a good conversation out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Period. But if you're not man enough to say it to me, then, you know what I'm saying? Just keep your comments to yourself.
Yeah. I got one dude I want to shit on, man. Willie Lump. Yeah.
Willie? What the
hell? I just made up a name, Willie Lump. But no, it was this dude on War.
There's probably a gamer tag out there like that too.
It's this dude from Resurgence last night that I really, really want to give him 5 minutes of, you know what I'm saying, or that motherfucker, five, you know what I'm saying? I want to get it to him.
I could probably pull up something right now on my clips of this dude who was really pissing me off earlier when I was working on this other sniper rifle in Vanguard.
He was a level 26. I know his name now, Gotti. Goady. Gotti. He was a level 26. He had dark matter camo. He had a skin that probably wasn't out there. Hey, I know who you are, fam.
Damn.
Hey, you had
man using the camo glitch.
Hey, little bitch. Hey, I know who you is, little bitch. Hey, man, but it's all good, man. Let's get into some top 5s, top 3s before we close it out, man.
Yes, sir.
Woo. Let's get into it, man. Top 5 Call of Duty guns of all time from Thee Advocate, man. Ooh, what's up?
Man, my list is a little biased. It's got to be a little biased.
Come on.
All right, we're going to go with an IW gun as my number 1.
Best guns in the game.
I know that it was a little bit before it came out. It was during one of the DLC updates, but gotta go with that Honey Badger NV4.
Ooh. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, the MV4 version. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about the Ghost one, boy.
Nah, the Ghost one is up there.
Yeah, man.
But on IW,
that was hitting.
That was the hitter right there. Yeah.
That Fallout, it was good.
Yeah.
But if you could drop nukes with that Honey Badger,
yeah, that was it. No recoil. You didn't even have to do nothing to it. You didn't have to do anything, and you basically got an extra attachment because it was already silenced. Mm-hmm. So that was my go-to when it dropped. When it came out, and you spent all your supply, your little tokens, your salvage tokens to get it. Yeah, that was it.
I miss those salvage tokens days, man. Those token days, actually.
Yeah, I think that was the best drop system. Yeah, to be honest.
Now you just gotta pay for everything, which is overkill.
Yeah, I ain't spending another dollar on anything inside of Call of Duty content until we get them supply boxes back. I'm sorry, I'm done with the bundles. I'm done with the broken tracers, all that. But to move forward, I would have to say one of my favorites was I think it's. Was it the G3 something from MW3? The AR. I can't remember the name of it right now. It was something, bro. I can't remember the name. It was an ugly ass gun too on MW3. That's so far back I can't even remember what it's called. I could probably Google it right now.
It's coming to mind. Yeah, it's coming to mind. But
it's like the G3R or something. It was an AR and MW3 that I always use, and I would do I would have the heartbeat sensor attachment on the gun.
Yeah.
I would put that on there, but that would be my number 2. I probably got the most kills with that gun, and then I gotta go with the nail gun in BO3, the Thee Advo. I call it the Home Depot. Gotta go with that one, man. Just because it was silenced.
Yeah, this is your list.
The little nails would come out, bro.
Yeah, I hated that sound.
You gotta remember, like I said, my list is a little biased when it came to it, because I've always been a camo grinder, and well, when I started, I would always grind for the camos. Gotcha. But now we could take the Home Depot going on.
No, go ahead. That's yours.
But BO3, the Man of War in BO3 was my gun.
I love that gun.
I actually got my first nuke with the Man of War in BO3.
Damn, nice.
Damn, what was the map, yo? I'm trying to think. Fringe.
I was about to say, it got to be Fringe, boy. Yeah. That Fringe was hard. Great map.
With the Man of War. BO3 days. And then that was my only nuke up until Vanguard, was that Man of War. What? I've gotten 22s, 23s, 24s, and then they switched it to 30 kills. I got brutals and relentless and all kinds of medals, bro. But I couldn't get a nuke in BO4. I couldn't get a nuke in IW. Got hella close. Actually, I did get a nuke in IW, but I didn't have the nuke variant. I didn't have a variant on there, so I couldn't call it in. And I was using a K-bar. I forgot the name of the variant of the K-bar, but I was using the K-bar. And
K-bar used to be nasty too. Man.
I was so juiced. I was like, oh, I got the nuke. Damn, it ain't the variant.
Yeah,
killed my whole vibe. So, there's another one. There's another one on. No, actually, it's a. What the hell name is that gun? The KN-44 for Black Ops 4.
That was hitting.
That was like probably. I probably got the most kills with that one, even though that's like one of the first guns you get in BO4. Whenever, you know what I'm saying, we playing domination, hardpoint, anything, and we losing, whip the KN right out.
Damn.
And, turn the tide with the KN. And then I would have to say my number one would be the HBR from Advanced Warfare. That gun, what's the name of the variant though? HBR.
Yeah,
I can't. The
I know I
average
can't
Joe,
tell you. Oh, the average Joe.
the average Joe,
Yeah.
HBR on Advanced Warfare.
It was hidden.
Oh yeah, that
I don't
thing,
remember a
that
lot of
was
the
one of the
guns from
best
that.
guns.
Okay.
That was one of the best guns. But like I said, my list is a little biased just because of time spent on each game. You know what I'm saying? And I missed a lot of the. I know a lot of people say the ACR, but I ain't really used the ACR like MW3 or like I ain't really used the Vector. I ain't really used like a lot of the guns that people say was the best because by the time I got the game, the new COD was coming out. You know what I'm saying you got to remember like I'm coming in on the like BO4 was probably the most current that I was on COD when there wasn't another COD coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was playing BO3 when IW was already like maybe DLC pack 1. So it's already like a couple months into the cycle. Then I got IW. And then I didn't play World War II because that game was just so shit. So I played IW for a second year.
I did mostly
all the way, all the way through the year, and then BO4 came out. I was able to get BO4 because Blu-ray had got it for me.
Salute the Blu-ray.
I couldn't get it at the time, and I was kind of crunching for cash at the time, just working, and so he got it for me, and that was the first current day one COD I was able to play during the life cycle, like day one. Boom, I was on BO4 because I played the beta. And I loved it. And then after that, I've been current with every COD since then.
Okay.
So, yeah. So man, I'm late to the game, but you know what I'm saying? My aim is on point. So
that's all that matters, man.
Late, yeah.
Salute to that list, man. That's a dope list. You really covered a lot of ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
I can't even really remember a lot of the BO1 guns either, because I didn't like. I played BO2 first before BO1. Like I had to go back to enjoy Black Ops 1. So and then
I never went back. I played the campaign, but that's it. I don't even know what the multiplayer looked like or feel like. Actually, I do. I played it once or a couple times before I got my Xbox banned. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there, man.
That's another thing too. When my first experience with the Call of Duty, I was playing MW3 on Xbox. I didn't start PlayStation until BO3. I was always an Xbox player. Like when it came to like new gen at the time, I was Xbox.
But Xbox was the chosen one at first, and then it moved to PlayStation around probably BO2, maybe after BO2. Maybe after Ghost. I can't remember anyway, but
I think it was Ghost. I think it was Ghost because I would always borrow the disc from my boy for Call of Duty Ghost, and then I went over to PS3, and then I went to PS4.
Yeah, that
PS4 BO3 was it, and I've been PlayStation ever since.
Yeah, that's when I got my PlayStation. The summer after BO3 was released, I came to PlayStation and played PlayStation up until
you went to PC
until
World,
Cold War. Cold War. Now,
now
I'm on PC, and So, but man, let's keep it moving.
Yep.
Let's get into the probably the toughest question of this interview, bro. Gotta know. Well, it ain't as tough as who would you like to shit on, but it's up there. Now, top 3 Call of Duties of all time. Top 3 CODs of all time.
Sheesh. All right. Well, easy number 1 would be Infinite Warfare.
That's a easy
number 1. My easy number 1, Infinite
easy.
Warfare.
For sure.
Number two would be. It would have to be Black Ops 4. To be honest, I met a lot of people in Black Ops 4. It was really new and consistent. I loved it up until it kind of got a little stale. But I can go back to BO4 right now and enjoy it compared to playing like Modern Warfare 2019 or something.
Yep.
And then I would have to say Modern Warfare 3 because I
Banger.
I spent the most time on that on Xbox. When I went back to it, because back, like I said way earlier, back then you could go back to the older CODs and there would still be a good player base to it. So
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, I'd have to say IW, BO4, and then MW3 would be my tops.
Fire list.
A lot of these other CODs, man, I feel like they're going backwards. Like I feel like Vanguard is a remake of MW 2019 in a sense. I love the fast pacedness of Vanguard because I feel like I can move fast on Vanguard, but it don't give me that same feeling that IW or BO4 did when it was during its life cycle.
Nah, it definitely don't, man. Not even close.
I hated Modern Warfare just because I felt like all of the extra stuff they put in, you know, the doors and the mounting and, you know, all that kind of killed it for me. But now I use those things to my advantage. Now, you know, I had to adapt to it, you know, and so when Modern Warfare was key, and then when Warzone dropped, I went straight over to Warzone, and then also I was playing like Apex and stuff like that. So a lot of these COD cycles, the games I didn't play, that's when I was on other games because I just couldn't. I didn't want to adapt to it. Like I didn't want to play World War II. I would watch people stream World War II. And it was cool being in extremes, but as far as me sitting down trying to enjoy it, nah. World War II was trash.
Stale.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But a number 4, if we could throw it up there, would be Cold War.
Yeah, Cold War. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it was real cool. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like that was another one that I liked toward the end of the life cycle, man. Cold War. I like it a hell of a lot better than World War II. You know what I'm saying? Not World War II, but Vanguard, baby. That's the only poster that's not up here. Like in recent years, you got Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare Remastered, Cold War, MW3, Black Ops 4. I'm sorry, Black Ops 2, Ghost, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 4, and then you got MW2 at the end. So I did not get Vanguard yet. Probably won't get it. You know. Yeah. But it's in my heart.
It's just one of those things. It's in my heart. It's not in my wallet.
Yeah. It's not going on the wall, baby. You're not getting plaque.
I heard that.
Anything else that we didn't touch on, man? You know what I'm saying? Like that you would like to discuss?
I think we kind of touched base with everything.
Shout outs.
More content coming this way. To the people I named earlier. Shout out to all of them. You know, Ripley, Blu-ray, Addy, YouTube Chad. You know what I'm saying? You, all my team Having Bound boys. Even though the team ain't here, man, we still all family regardless. You know, we still all family. You know, the mission accomplished with what the team was meant for. Yeah, man. I'm hoping that the rest of this year, man, we can actually start paying attention to what's going on around us, and really start showing appreciation to the people that we've known over these years. Because, you know, numbers don't tell everything when it come to people. Yeah, some people might grow, but you never know what people are going through, you know, in order to get there. And for those who are, you know, making it or whatever, got your numbers up higher, don't forget those who was there for you when you was, you know, streaming the Nightbot.
Right.
And don't forget the people that you kind of grew with. Even though you might have surpassed him, like we still on the same playing field, even if all this was taken away from us. So don't let your status, you know, be your life. You still got a life outside your career. But
I miss those days, man. Like that time during that you were talking about, like Infinite Warfare days, where everybody was in everybody's stream. Like it was more mingling, man. It was like it was so vibrant, man. It was like it wasn't just me. You had a whole bunch of grassroots organizations that were like really, really popping back then. And then again, you know, people were a lot younger back then, and things were different, man. I guess you could say that.
Yeah. But
So-
those times will always be, cherished. You know what I'm saying? You like a lot of people who have grown and kind of like strayed away from like the core community that was there. Like, I don't think they understand what it meant to like guys like us, because a lot of people see me as like, I want to say a lot of people see me just as like a part of their community. They don't really see me as like fellow content creator. But at that time, I seen them as fellow content creator. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how far our numbers have gone over these past couple of years, like I still see you as fellow content creator. I'm a fan of yours, but we are, we're still doing the same job. Don't diminish, don't try to diminish our relationship, our friendship due to numbers, because that's where a lot of stuff could get miscued.
Hey, it's a lot of that going on.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
It's a lot of
like,
that, bro. It's a lot of that.
Don't let my numbers fool you on who I am as a person, and the same, like, we all chasing the same goal in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We want to be content creators. We want to do it. It just might take us a little bit longer to get to where you're at. But just don't shit on us now just because you're way up there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying nobody specific. You know what I mean? This could go out to, you could take it how you want it, but I was there when you wasn't where you at right now. So, and I'm not looking for a shout out. I'm not looking for a handout. I'm not looking for anything, but just give me the same respect I gave you all these years. Don't treat me like I'm just some random ass Twitter follower or something like that. Cause that's not cool.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I
don't want nothing from you, but just treat me with the same reverence and respect that I've treated you over these years, despite what your numbers are. Because that could, something could happen globally outside of gaming to where we can't game no more. So what do we have then, other than our friendship and our relationships? You know what I'm saying? I always try to look at it like that. So that's basically it. I don't want to try to sound like no Debbie Downer or nothing, but I always try to look at real life stuff. Like, I have 4 daughters and no sons, 4 daughters. So I see the world completely different than what other people might think I see the world, and I always look at a point of where, what am I doing? What I'm doing now, is that going to impact my daughter's positive, like on a positive note or on a negative note? And so that's how I try to tread every single day with the people I interact with how I am in public, the words I speak, and I trust me, I ain't perfect. I got, I fail every single day when it comes, being a good dad, being a good husband, being a good friend. But, every day we got breath. I try to make the most of what I got.
1,000%.
I hope everybody could do that too. Like, period. Like, just put your best foot out there. If you fail, you got a whole nother chance the next day to do it again, try again.
1,000%, man. I guess I'll give my shout outs. Man, salute to you. I appreciate you coming through and sticking with me through this these trying times. You know what I'm saying? But man, I understand. I told you, man, I'm glad you didn't take offense, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to keep it transparent with you as as I could, and you did the same back of, you reciprocated it to me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you did. You came through, and man, salute to you, salute to your family, and
appreciate it.
I'm glad they, you know what I'm saying, they grace you with the time to sit down with a player for about 2 hours to get this out. And shout out to Blu-ray, like you said. Blu-ray, Jimmy Dean. I hadn't seen my dog. I gotta text my guy Jimmy Dean. Who else, man?
I reminded you now. Huh?
Yeah.
Hit your boys up.
I ain't hit my boy Jimmy Dean. Me and Jimmy Dean had probably hit each other probably like once. Once every month. I had spoken to Jimmy Dean. We used to speak all the time. Salute to my guy, Mr. Ignat, also, man. Mr. Ignat, my guy Slim of the South, and of course all my guys, the 803 Kings, the Murder Show. The Murder Show always shouts me out on a daily basis.
Shout out to Merciless Badass.
Badass.
Right there.
Yeah. And salute to the whole community. Salute to that whole IW CSN.
Man, the
Clan
IW community was the
Yeah.
best. Period.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody say. It was lit.
What was that? What was that? Clan called Booming something Booming. EXO Booming. Salute the EXO Booming. The whole all y'all guys. Wherever the hell y'all at, EXO Booming. Salute the Team XL, man. My guys, Team XL. Man, I'm out here just rambling and going. I can go on with names and names. CSN Ripley. She gave me another shout out last night. She got it doing that thing. I was in the chat.
Carnage Ripley now.
Carnage Ripley. Salute T Clean, man. They always show love and the whole Nuke
T.
The Nuke Squad, all of those guys, man.
T. I'm so grateful for T Clean, man. Like on just on a whole nother level. Like I'm so grateful for T Clean just because when I met him, it was back when he was playing H1Z1 a little bit before.
Yeah,
Blackout
H1Z1.
dropped.
Yep.
And like he's one of the coolest dudes that I've ever met, like within the gaming community, like period. Like he's always kept it a buck with me. Like no matter what the situation is, like we've had conversations like through Twitter DMs and stuff like that. And not a lot of times, but when we do, it's always as if like we could, it was like we went to the park or something and just talked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've always appreciated that because that's something that I've learned from him. You know what I mean? Like of just being yourself. Don't worry about what nobody else say. Don't worry about like what other people might think you or nothing. Just be you. I mean, let your light shine. And so like big shout out to T Clean, man. Like I'm steadily praying for him every single day. I pray for a lot of people all the time. But especially him, man. He's kind of like he's one of those dudes that, you know, I look up to within the gaming community, like big time, just because he's like a genuine dude, like period.
1000%, man. Salute to him and people like him and Gray. Man, 1000% authentic people. Man, is anything else, fam?
That's basically it, man.
All right, man.
That's basically it. Appreciate your time. I appreciate this opportunity to get on the podcast, man. Maybe we'll you'll bring back the awards.
Hey,
we gonna talk about it.
Hey, man, I might bring back the awards. When did the new game cycle come out?
It was like November or something.
So the Card Show Podcast Game Awards coming back this November, December, you know, to end the cycle of not Advanced War, what I'm talking about. I wish it Vanguard, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
Vanguard, yeah.
it will be, I will publish that, man. Thank you for man reminding me, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I ain't think nobody gave a damn about it, but anyway, I'm gonna bring it back. That
was lit. That was lit. It was always good to get a recap. I mean, in your perspective.
That was I'm not say what I created was fire, but what I saw was fire that year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was a World War II year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a World War II year, and that was so fire that the amount of content y'all put out, it was super dope, man. So I was happy to sit down on that couch back there and present the awards, which was
and it was cool too because you did your research, you had the analytics, you know what I'm saying? Like it was dope. Like you had something to say. Like there's besides like the CDL, like nobody else is doing this right now. So I think this is the perfect time to do it, especially because we got so many more gamers because of the pandemic. Like you never know who's just gonna make it, you know, and you never know who needs their flowers, you know, because you never know what anybody's going through.
It's a fact, man.
So that was huge. I enjoyed it.
All right, man. I love your spirit and I love your positive attitude. But you know what I'm saying? Last chance to shit on somebody before we close it out.
Hey yo, there was this dude back in BO4. His name was Mick Buckets or something like that. His gamer tag was Mick Buckets. And it was during the time when we had the some little trash ass dude, bro.
What did he do?
Like just the trash talk, but it was just him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just him. He was just trash talking, saying he better than and he this, he that, and your mom, and you know what I mean, all the other stuff. So
okay.
To this day, I still remember shitting on him. So if anybody needs to get on, it's Mick Buckets. McBuckets, wherever you at, you still ass.
McBuckets, boo. Yeah, I don't have the boo on my Elgato stream deck, man. But anyway, hey,
You
McBuckets,
worried
you
about
getting the
it.
boo.
Yeah, he trash as hell.
Man, I want to shit on everybody
got
that knifed me, with that finished me with the throwing knife in Warzone. You know, I want to give y'all a big middle finger up. I'm not gonna show the middle finger. I'm just gonna show, you know, because Advocate, he's so respectful. I'm not gonna show it on this episode. All right. Yeah, there you go.
Shit, man, we
Hey,
still growing out here. I might
hey.
keep it positive, but at the same time, you know, real shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to act like you a pastor or something. I mean, something like that, man. Hey,
some people deserve it, bro.
yeah, they
like,
be like
you know
that
what I
knifing
mean?
shit is
Like-
out of control right now, bro. God damn, the snipers and the
Yeah.
knifers.
Soon,
That's another
as
note.
soon as you get down, it's like you're gone.
And then I love it when they missed, and then my partner come through and shit on them. Yeah, I love it.
Man,
I love that.
I'm relying too much on these randoms to do something. I'm gonna actually just start going off by myself.
Yeah.
Because trying to communicate with these randoms, you know, I have to play crossplay on Warzone, otherwise I'll never find a match.
That's a
so
fact.
whenever I'm playing Rebirth, man, and I'm trying to communicate with them, they don't be want to listen, or their egos is too huge. So
I don't play around.
one thing I can say, even though I had my little shit on shout out, all you randoms out there, bro, if you hear me communicating with you on the mic, bro, turn your mic on and let's try to get a dub, bro. I'm tired of taking these L's, dropping 10 and 12 kills every single damn time, and you don't want to wait it out for me to come back.
Facts.
I'm sick of it. Sick of my stuff.
Facts, man.
I got a long ass day. I do a whole bunch of stuff throughout the day. I'm trying to catch a dub, and you want to land prison by yourself.
Nah, that ain't happening, fam.
Stop it.
Yeah, stop
Get
it.
some help. Get some help.
Man.
Play the Michael Jordan meme.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
That's a fact,
But
man.
they randoms though. You can't really expect too much out of them.
Yeah, salute to them, man. I'm gonna close it out.
Yeah, let's get it.
As always, live life, show love, be great, and always keep the kill feed lit. It's been your guy, Thee Onasis, aka Onasis. Kill him with my guy, The Advocate. And where can they find you, Advocate, man? I'm sorry about that. Drop your YouTube, your Twitter, your Twitch, Instagram.
On YouTube, you can find me at Thee Advo. I'm the only Thee Advo on YouTube.
That's THEE. It's spelled exactly like it's spelled on the screen, baby.
On the screen right there. On Twitch, it's The Advocate with an underscore in between Thee and Advo. And on my IG and my Twitter, you can find me at Loyalty Over Cloud. Spell loyalty. The over is OVR and then cloud. And it basically means I don't care how popular you are or how popular you're not. As long as you're loyal, I'm gonna be loyal. Like, period. That's what it means. So it's loyalty over cloud. I don't care about your popularity. If you cool with me, I'm cool with you.
That's it. We gonna close it just like that, man. All right, appreciate it, my boy. Peace. Kill him. Hey.